Kwameminamo Imana Patesi Apota Afono Kumne Usikeo. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Greetings, Genesis, Mr. Right. Greetings. Greetings, Ben Maxwell, Empress. I'm not reading today. I'm here to teach. Okay, I read yesterday, and at night I played. So today I'm here to teach. Today. Some of you still come to my inbox. You come and start telling me, please, if you're on Facebook, if you're joining me on Facebook, please make sure you share the video, all right? Remember what I said. Those that share my posts on Facebook and invite their friends, the very active followers on Facebook, at the end of every month, I would choose the most active and give them one of my spiritual products for Facebook fans and followers. All right? So let's continue. All right. I would like to speak on the topic reincarnation. I would like it to be interactive. What do you know about reincarnation? So many people come to my inbox. They're like, I want to know my chi. I want to know my onye. I want to know this. I want to know who reincarnated me. I want to know this. I want to know that. And I've done so many videos about this, but I decided I'm going to discuss it more in detail. I think I have just about 2 or 3 videos which I've lost. It's only one that is on YouTube, and that one was mostly done in Igbo. Now I want to also be explaining in English so that everybody can learn, because I noticed that different people from different countries are watching this video and they also want to learn. All right, so if you're joining on Facebook, please don't forget to share. Use the share button. Also invite your friends. Let's learn together. All right, I want to talk about reincarnation. You come to me, you tell me you want to know who reincarnated you, you want to know your chi, you want to know your oyo, and I ask you, of what use? I keep telling people, so I'll treat this issue of chi before I delve deep into it. Talking about chi, your chi is not a person. You need to understand that. Your chi is not a person. I'm going to use something to explain reincarnation. All right? Yes, I'll use this to explain reincarnation. All right. This is a pendulum. I use this pendulum for reading. Okay? I use it for reading. I use it for alpha. I use it for spiritual and making inquiries in the spirits. Okay? I use it to, you're welcome, humble. Destiny, but you're welcome. I use this for reading. Okay, now when you look at this is glass. But inside the glass, I have stones inside. Inside this glass, I have stones inside. Okay? Thank you, humble Faye. Inside this glass, I have stones. And the stones inside is rose quartz. Let's assume this pendulum is a spirit. This pendulum is a spirit being. All right? Do you understand my demonstration? This pendulum is a spirit being. And inside this pendulum, the rose quartz inside this pendulum. Thank you so much, humble Faye. And inside this pendulum is rose quartz. And the rose quartz inside this pendulum is the chi inside. This is actually the main reason I bought it. I bought this pendulum. It wasn't about the pendulum, but about the content, which is rose quartz, which is the chi inside. That is what makes it whatever it is. There is rose quartz inside this container, this glass, and it's very strong glass. All right, thank you for sharing. Please make sure you share on Facebook. So this is the rose quartz. The chi inside is this rose quartz inside. That's the chi inside. So this rose quartz is a spirit, and this spirit is just existing in free space. existing in the primordial waters, existing in the fires, existing on earth, existing on air, anywhere, is free to roam about. And this pendulum wants to come. This pendulum wants to come to this life. This is a spirit with his chi, wants to come. And this spirit takes the form of a body, enters this, possesses it, and it comes to this world and is posing. My name is Chiamaka. My name is Favor. My name is Nkemderem. My name is this. My name is that. What makes this container something is what is inside. What am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you that this body you're seeing, what kind of rubbish call is this at this time? They don't call me when I'm offline. It's when I'm online. Everybody will remember me. So this pendulum is inside this place now. Now, can you hear the sound? Now, this is just a container. What you see, who you see making this video, the body you see that you used to recognize that this is one image. This is SN1 in Miriocha. The body you see, you used to identify me, is just a container. What you see here is a container. This is a sack of meat, flesh taken from earth, taken from fire, from different elements to form me. Same applies to this. The main content is inside. What makes me who I am is inside of me. It's not about my body. What makes me who I am is inside of me, not outside of my body. Not the body that you see and identify as one I am. Now, when this container is containing this Chiamaka, Paul, Peter, Favor, or whoever is inside this place, this is the container they decide to use. You're not seeing the real thing. What you're seeing is flesh. What you're seeing is this container. Can you see what is inside? Can you see who is inside? No. And tomorrow, this person dies. This container, the container becomes tired. The body becomes tired and it dies. And once it dies, what happens? Once a body dies, once somebody dies, what happens? The spirit leaves the body. The spirit leaves the body and is out. This is what you bury. Oh, stop interrupting my videos. The spirit leaves the body. Okay? This spirit has left the body. This is what you bury, the container. This spirit has left. He doesn't care about what you are doing. This spirit has left and is just watching. The pains you are feeling, this spirit is not even feeling it. They are seeing life from a different angle now. This person, if I know, curse you. Hello, sir, please, I'm really busy now. Can I call you back? Kind thing be this. People should understand this simple thing. For calling name, but no one calling name. Now one of the pastors, they will not rest in Jesus' name. Alright. So this container, this spirit is now free without a body. There is no gross material body anywhere. There is no gross material body anywhere that you can see. This is the spirit. You are no longer seeing YMH. YMH has been dead and is buried. You are not seeing my body anymore. But my spirit is still there. It doesn't die. My soul is still there. My chi is inside the spirit. So if I'm asking who is my chi, I am my chi. My chi is inside of me. What makes me who I am, what makes me what I am, is inside of me. It's not outside. Everything you look for outside is inside. So what happens if I decide to reincarnate? What happens if I decide to reincarnate? Now this body that the name is Chiamaka is dead and buried. So if I want to reincarnate now, I'm going to take a new body. You guys hold on. If I want to reincarnate now, I'm going to take a new body. So I'm waiting for reincarnation. Reincarnation time, I jump into another body and I'm born. And you give me another name, Uchenna. Now, tomorrow, Uchenna will come to Wanyamechi. You will come to my inbox. Ma, I want to do consultation. I want to know who my chi is. I want to know my Oyowa. What business do you have with a dead sack of meat? There is no business. The real thing is this, the soul inside of you, the spirit inside of you, that is the only real thing. This body is not real. It changes over time. It changes over time. Your chi is inside of you. Greetings, Glory Chikodi. Greetings. Greetings all wherever. The real person, the real being is inside of you. What we see is a sack of meat that has a gender. That's what you see. Do you understand? So life is beyond your oyowa. If there's anything you need to find out, if there's anything you need to remember from your past, that's the reason why you came back. Why are you coming back? That is what you need to understand. You're welcome, Salim. That is what you need to understand. All right? That is what you need to understand. Forget about religion. If I lived in this body, and tomorrow I come back again, it's because there is something I didn't do right. I didn't do it right. So when I left this body, my whole consciousness, everything about my entire existence came rushing. And I'm like, oh wow, I said I was going to the world to help pregnant women. I said I was going to the world to reduce infant mortality rate. I said I'm going to the world to reduce maternal mortality rate. I didn't do any of that. I went to the world to become a lawyer. Was it lawyer I came to do in this world? No, I actually came to save life. I didn't do this. That means every other thing I did is nonsense. So then I decide to come back in another body. I have to achieve my purpose. I come back in another body to continue from where I stopped, to repeat this class. If you're repeating a class, why are you going to repeat a class? You're repeating a class because you failed. If you're reincarnating, it's because you failed. I'm speaking to you as an old soul who is here for the 9th time. Good evening, Becky Love. Who is here for the 9th time? I keep coming back because I keep failing. And I'm not ready to fail again. I keep coming back because I'm a failure. But from my failures, I continue to learn. I continue to evolve. I continue to grow beyond what I knew before. Because when I came before, I didn't do it right. So why should I come back? And I continue repeating the same mistake I repeated in my past life. And I come back and I continue to repeat the same mistake I repeated. I continue to do the same thing. If I'm a primary 3 pupil, very soon school will open. Some students will enter third term. They will write promotional exam. And when they fail, they will repeat that class again. Why are they repeating the class? Because they failed. Maybe it's English and Maths they failed. What are those children going to do? They will double up their reading efforts. When you go back to a class, you did not pass. When you are writing carryover at the university, what do you do? If you have carryover, what do? You start reading that course you carried over. You start studying harder so you can pass. That is what you do when you fail. You start reading. But some people will come back and they want to repeat the same thing they did before. My ancestors this, my ancestors that. My ancestors did this, my forefathers did this, my forefathers did that. And you forget you are the forefathers you're talking about. If you did it so well, why are you back here? What are you doing here? You don't say you pass course. What are you doing writing carryover exam? What are you doing here? If you did it so fine. My ancestors were this. My forefathers were this. My forefathers were that. If they did it so well, why are you back? What are you doing here? Do you write carryover for fun? Do you do that? I know many of us attended university, and when you have carryover, you are not happy. You don't like it. Because nobody wants to write carryover. Nobody wants to carry over a course. You want to get it right and move on. You want to graduate and go for youth service. You want to graduate and get a job. You want your honors. You want your first class. You want your second class upper. You want all that. Thank you so much, Humble Faye. You want all this. So why would you come back and you start repeating the same mistake? Because you felt you did it in the past. If it worked so well for you in the past, my brother, my sister, my king, my queen, my gods and my goddesses, you won't be back here. You're back here so that you remember what you're here for. So that you do what you're here for. I'm saying something important, and someone is there on TikTok telling me he wants to cash out. I don't know where he wants to cash out. You need to find out what you did wrong. You need to understand what you did wrong. You need to correct that mistake. Some people are back here as a punishment. Sometimes you might do everything, you might do what you're supposed to do right. I might even come to this world, and maybe I'm supposed to be helping pregnant women to deliver their babies. Maybe I'm supposed to be helping them to do that. And when I come to this world, I was doing that. But then I had a friend. Maybe I had a friend or a sister, and I do something bad to them. Maybe I set them up and do something evil to them. I will come back to pay. It has caused a failure in that class. This time I'll come back, and that thing I did to that my sister, people will be doing it to me. Because the universe does not understand when you say forgiveness. Greetings, Queen Lamisi. When you say forgiveness, the universe does not understand. The universe doesn't know what you're talking about when you talk about forgiveness. Because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's one thing you should understand. When you study physics, you will understand that spirituality is about physics, chemistry, biology. It's spirituality that was split into the courses that you listen. For every technology is a spiritual something hacked. It's a spiritual affair that is hacked. For every technology you see today. Before aeroplane and helicopter, people have been flying. We've been flying, yes. Before this medium I'm using today to video call you, to do videos online, people have been using water for scrying, to see faces, to look into it and have a chat with people. So for every technology you see today, that's one spiritual knowledge hacked and brought into reality. You need to understand that. If you don't fly, me, I fly. Dele, maybe you don't know yourself. If you don't fly, I fly. And I know there are so many people here that fly. There are so many people on this life that have the ability to fly. Some of you fly in your dreams because you've not witnessed this in your real life because you are asleep. Most of us are asleep. You are not awake. You're sleeping on top bike. If you are awake, you will know that you fly. And we hold on to things. We hold on to things that does not serve us. Some people come into your life to play a particular role. Estella, I want to believe you are awake. What you wrote is correct. When you dream, you fly to get information. But that is true. But some of you are so asleep. You are not conscious of who you are. You don't even know yourself. You don't know when you're flying and when you're not. When you sleep, you sleep. You don't even know what is happening at night. Most of us don't know. Someone who is asleep is half dead. You are dead. The only difference between sleep and death is that you eventually wake up when it is sleep. Do you know half of the things that happen at night? Some of you, the only thing you notice is someone is choking me. Someone is choking me. I feel like someone is choking me. You don't even know it's your spirit trying to leave your body to have an experience. You don't know that. Do you try to find out why? Do you try to find out why someone is choking you? Nobody is choking you. Now you choke yourself. Because you don't want to leave your precious body, your precious sack of meat. Now, this is reincarnation part 1. This is more like an introduction into the topic. So you know that everything you do in this world, if you are not paying for it now, someone like me that is in my 9th time of reincarnation, anything I do, if I do evil to you, I will reap the benefits immediately. Because there is no other time for me to reap it. The benefits immediately, ozubo, 100 folds, all shaking together, pressed down and running over. That's why you don't know. Most of you, let me tell you how you know when you're in your last incarnation. If you do something to somebody, people will do something, they will get away with it. Immediately you do your own, they go catch you immediately. Bam. If you do one thing, If you just small thing, people, something what as they do, they run, they pass. You reach your turn, they catch you. You will suffer all your punishments immediately. There is no escape. Estilia, what you should do next time. What you should do next time. If you have such an experience, please relax, don't fight it, let it happen. And you will have new experiences. You will learn more things about the spirits. Alright? Next time, let yourself free. Okay? And you see yourself, you move out of this sack. Because you can't travel with this body. You cannot move with this body. This body is a hindrance. It keeps you trapped in 3D. It's a hindrance. It does not let you move. It does not let you evolve except you discipline it. I know it's very difficult. I always want to eat meat. I always want to drink milk. I always want to take something sweet. And even when I'm determined, you find out that the real food, the electric food that our body needs are expensive. I went to buy a banana the other day. You need to see. What is there is less than 15 fingers. And they told me it is 2,000. 10 kobo no separate. 10 kobo no join. Instead, if they see how to join 10 kobo on top, they will join it. The real food that our body needs, they are very, very expensive. Yes, so me or next. Yes, we are spiritual people. So you need to understand that your chi, now, you need to understand that the only relationship you have with your past is remembering what you did wrong while you are back here. Not to find out if it is okay or okay for that reincarnated you. That is irrelevant. So what if If you failed a course, what you need to understand is why you failed that course, not who failed you. Not what happened, what happened in the exam hall. Why you failed the course. That's what you need to find out. Why you failed, and you correct it. Maybe you failed because you were not reading, you were not paying attention. You pay more attention. You read. Maybe you failed because you did not attend that class. You start attending class. You correct that mistake that made you fail. So when you came back here, know that you are a failure. But the important thing is, have you learned from your failure? He can never wait. My forefathers did. My forefathers did. My forefathers did. My forefathers did that. You keep shouting your forefathers, your forefathers, your forefathers, and you forget that you are your forefathers. You may of my way night chitazo. Okologi metofoma, you wear night chite back. Okologi metofoma. So you need to understand why you are here. You need to understand the concept of reincarnation. Reincarnation is not something you glory in. You should be sober that you reincarnated. This place you're living, now some of you are conscious of why you failed. Some of you are conscious of why you failed. There are some people that don't want water to touch them on their head. Now let me tell you funny things about reincarnation. There are some people that don't want water to touch their head. Whenever water is falling from the top, they don't want it to touch their head. You know, when water is pouring from your head to your face, you have this feeling of drowning. If you don't remove your head from the shower. Now, some people don't even want the shower over their head. When you investigate those, you find out how they died in their past life. Maybe someone drowned them. Maybe they drowned. It's possible they are part of our forefathers that drowned us themselves at Igbo landing. Some of you do not know. Over how many millions Igbo ancestors, forefathers, drowned at Igbo landing. They were taken into slavery, and then they decided they wanted to go home. Instead of them to remain slaves, let them go back home. And when they wanted to go back home, they were going through water because they acknowledge the fact that they came from the waters. And they drowned themselves into the waters. So some of these people that don't even want water to touch their head, some of them were drowned in their former life. Some people, they don't even want a knife. They don't want to see knife close to them. They're afraid of needles. They're afraid of knives. Some of them were stabbed in their former life. Someone like me, one of my lifetimes, I was stabbed. So I don't even want to see where they are cutting somebody or where they are doing anything. It's so painful. Some of you have the consciousness of how you died still living in you, and you become afraid. Some of you died through poisoning. That is why some people, they don't want to eat anything outside. They don't want to eat outside. They don't just know why they don't want to eat outside. It's because they were poisoned before outside. So they're avoiding food from outside so they don't die again. But last, we will all die. Everything that lives will die and go back to its natural state. You will all die. We will all die. I will die. So you need to understand the deeper meaning. Some of you already know what happened to you, that a friend. Some of you don't have friends because in your past it was friends that betrayed you. So you don't even want anybody around you. You don't want friends around you because friends betrayed you in the past. But you don't know why. You don't want you. Some of you carry these memories. Some of you was friends that made you not to achieve your purpose. So in this lifetime, you don't want, but you don't know the reason why you don't want friends around you. You don't know the reason. Some of you don't want to be where they are offending somebody. Because you know the reason you came back is because you offended somebody. And people will keep on offending you. And you keep on crying. You don't know why. It's as a result of what happened in your past. Some of you live with these memories, but you don't know where these memories are coming from. You don't know where these memories are coming from. Because you are asleep. Because you are asleep. You don't know where these memories are from. You don't know why they are coming to you. But that is your reality. Now someone is asking, how do I know? How do I know? How do I know that? How do I know what happened in the past? Well, you can take a dive by yourself and try to find out. Otherwise, I do past life reading. I can check your past, but that one is not 5,000. That one is 10,000. Past life reading. I do that for people because I'm able to move back in time and check things. I'm able to pick up energies from your past. That's one of my gifts about the past. I'm able to check all those things. Okay? These people that are telling me their family problem on this live video, this is not an avenue for you to tell me your problem. I told you I'm here to teach. I told you I'm here to teach. I can do your past life reading from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. All I need are your palms, your face, your date and month of birth. These are the things I need. Your palms. Some people already said I'm collecting their destiny. Every time I say they should send their palms. I'm not a destiny collector. As if your destiny can be collected. Okay. All I need are your palms, your face. I need to have an eye contact, your face, and your name, and your date of birth. And I'll be able to go into your past with this information that I have. Alright? So that is how I do that. And it drains me. It drains me. So that is why it is high. And it takes my time and energy. That is why I charge for it. You cannot send me back into the past for nothing. You can't send me back into the past for nothing. Alright? So, let's continue from where we stopped. Okay, I guess I'll have to stop here for today. If you have any question based on what we've discussed so far, you let me know. Next time, I'll continue this topic, reincarnation. You are the one, but I want to leave you with this. Know that you're the one reincarnating. You are the one who keeps coming back. Know that you are your chi. Your chi is your higher self. The real you. What makes you what you are. The you in you. Alright? The you in you. That is your chi. The real you. If I may give you a belief able, that is your chi. Your chi is not some dead person somewhere. No. Your chi is not okay, for your chi is not that person. That is a body that you used. It's just like deciding that this cloth is me. This cloth is not me. I remove it, I wear another one. I remain who I am, Echi. It's just like you wearing blue cloth. You wore red cloth to come to my house yesterday. And I start identifying you as the red cloth. I wanna say no, it's not Okamaka that came to my house, it's red cloth that came to my house. That is not true. It is Okamaka that came. But Okamaka wore a red cloth. If anything happened to me, it was not the red cloth that did it to me. It's Okamaka that did it. Okamaka is the one acting, not the red cloth. So if there is anything acting, it is you, not the Oyowa. It is you. Your past life, you should be interested in what you did. Not who, not the who. Because you are the who. You are the same person. It is all you. Acknowledge that. Ofoya will be fake and edge. So if you have any question based on what we have discussed so far, you let me know. I'm free to take your questions right now. So I'll be taking these questions in the next 4 minutes. If I don't see questions, I will assume the topic is well explained, at least for the part 1. All right. Thank you, Exilia. I will assume the topic is well explained. So if you have a question, let me know. What if you don't know your date of birth? Then you give me the name. Make sure it's not the... Give me the name your mother gave you. I'll use that to work. All right? So you mean when you die, you come back immediately? It's not immediately that you come back. Some people actually come back immediately. It depends if you have a chance. In the lineage where you left from, this is also another topic. If there is a chance from the lineage. So with everything I said, somebody is still asking me, how can you know, how can one know his or her chi? I'm your chi, please come and feed me. I told you that your chi is your higher self. I explained this thing. So you have to go and watch this video on YouTube, all right? Kejabs, you can't take me back. You have to go and watch this video and see the illustration. I have to illustrate from the beginning so that questions like this don't come up. The price for the what's the name? Past life check. The price is 10,000 naira. So you can convert it to the currency where you are. Sachima, if you want to do it on your own, you need to practice more meditation. More meditation, all right? Practice more meditation and be intentional about it. You can be taken back. You never can tell. You can be taken back and you'll be, everything that happened could be revealed to you. All right? If you want to check, if you want me to check for you, my number, my WhatsApp number is there on my TikTok profile. You go there and you tell me. If you are coming to tell me hello, hi, I will not answer you. If you come, just tell me you want this type of reading and I will know that this is what you want. Okay? I will know that this is what you want and we get on with it. I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. Okay, how can we know ourselves? Glory Chikode from Facebook. How can we know ourselves? I gave instances. Maybe you're not listening. You have to play back. How can we know ourselves? I told you sometimes you live with these memories. Sometimes you live with these memories. Most people live with it without knowing it. All right? I'll talk more on that on my next video. Thomas Zibri. It depends on who she is and why. Probably has a lot to do with the past. Some of you, the man you're married to now that is maltreating you is your lover from the past. It's possible that you maltreated him in the past and he came back to deal with you. Some of you don't know that. So many people you are with in this lifetime, you've met them before in your past, you've been with them, but you don't know. What does it mean when I close my eyes? It's like I'm dreaming, but I'm awake. You're not dreaming, you're seeing visions. Keisha, you're not dreaming, you're seeing visions. All right, these questions are not related to what we are discussing, so I guess I would have to stop the video. All right, I guess I'll have to stop the video. So see you all next time. You all have a wonderful evening. Fehi, humble Fehi, thank you so much for your gifts. I really appreciate them. Thank you so much.